got 65 emails from him today, I think.
His fingers are smoking.
Yeah, it is, and I've had so many people try to poach him that I'm like, don't think of it. So, thank you.
Let's give a round of applause to all of our panelists as well as Bill Rogan Foundation. And before we let you go this evening, I want to reiterate how important the El Dorado Community Foundation is to El Dorado County. They are the philanthropy arm of our county, and that means all the giving and all of the need is channeled through this entity. And it is an amazing gift for our county. And I think what you heard tonight was the richness of what we have here. That we all know, government doesn't do anything the best. It takes the community pulling together, that we can, when the government is also a collaborative partner with the community, that we can really do something meaningful. And that's what tonight was all about. And like we said, it's the beginning. As we continue to dig in and understand the needs, the challenges, and the opportunities. And I'm so encouraged that the El Dorado Community Foundation, working in conjunction with Housing El Dorado, is going to be taking on this data collection. That really has been the great need for us to understand, what is anecdotal and what is happening here in our county. And so we just can't thank you enough for pulling together those resources to address that need, because good decisions are based on data. And so once we get that, then we'll be able, as we continue this collaboration and this dialogue, we'll be able to, I believe, truly meet the needs of our county, not just throw resources or programs at something we don't understand. So, thank you, Bill. Thank you to the El Dorado Community Foundation, as well as Housing El Dorado, for helping us fill in that gap. I'd also like to thank John and my fabulous assistants, Karen Feathers and Cindy Monk. Stand up and say hello. Karen has been just instrumental in helping me pull this together with my office, and I know Cindy with John, and Karen and Cindy, we appreciate you so much. I'd also like to introduce Carla Haas. She's the county's public information officer. And Carla, thank you for being pulled in here to help us Zoom this meeting and to live stream it and to get it out to the folks that couldn't be here with us today. And CJ Freeland, our county staff. We have amazing county staff. And I just can't thank you enough for your time tonight. So with that, I'll bring back Chairman Heidel to wrap up this evening.
I too want to just thank everyone for your participation, for turning out, for all the staff, for Bill Roby, for all the work. I took away more from this discussion in one evening than I could have gathered over 6 months or a year of reading documents and trying to understand this problem, because hearing it firsthand and hearing potential solutions, the brainstorming part is what I really wanted as a takeaway. What are we going to do from here, right? What are the next steps? So I'm very pleased to hear we're going to do a rent survey to really understand what are the rents in multiple housing areas. So we can do mobile home parks, we can do apartment complexes, we can do single-family residential of a certain age or a certain income category, whatever. We can slice and dice that data and really know what's going on in El Dorado County. As Wendy pointed out, it's very important to have that data, because that's what you're going to pivot off of and start making change. And that's what this is all about. How do we do the best we can? I will go back and address a couple of things. The county has not been remiss in looking at how do you incentivize certain types of housing. For instance, if you're building an ADU, an accessory dwelling unit, in addition to your current house on the lot you're in, we waive the fees, because the county's looked at where do you get the most opportunity to expand affordable housing. Across the state, you'll find ADUs is a term that most people are looking at. How? That's a way to do it. Because you're not buying a new piece of property, you're not looking at new infrastructure. Hopefully you're connected to sewer or a septic system that's large enough to handle it. So it doesn't compound the demand on the systems that the county has to maintain, but it does add that housing element. So that's one of the things. The other thing we do is we incentivize multifamily housing. If you're building a multifamily affordable housing unit, we waive a lot of the fees. That's all in the policy we have. So I just want to point out the county's not been blind to the needs of doing this. We just haven't really focused on the mobile home park community to the extent maybe we should relative to how we maintain these. So that's an important part. But the really question I have is really more for Doug, and that's if this task force was working so well, why did it go away?
That's the issue. The issues just went away. I mean, we dealt, rat infestation, tree trimming, propane, rent. The report has like 20 items.
Okay.
And we resolved all the issues, and we went to like meeting maybe twice, and then it just went away.
You brought it into the light.
It just went away.
Interesting. So I'm hoping we can not repeat that cycle. If we're going to get something going, that it's sustained and we don't let the stuff creep back in, because it sounds like you did a lot of great work that I wasn't obviously aware of.
And all those supervisors are gone now, so we got a whole five.
Yeah, well.
So let's do it again and keep
And
going.
the county has standing advisory committees and commissions to look at things. I know a number of people have been involved with those, some of the panelists here, a lot of other people, but maybe it's something we need to establish as a committee or a commission to look at, not just a task force, because the task force typically is a short term, right? We're going to go after this, we're going to solve the problems, and then we're going to leave and exit. But it sounds like there needs to be that stay with it mode
Like a mobile home commission.
and continuing to monitor it. So maybe that's the way we approach it from the county's perspective. We always hear rebuttals back, we have too many committees and commissions and staff is burdened to do all these things, but I'm willing to take that one on and listen to the arguments in favor of doing it. So I guess in closing, again, thank you all for showing up. Thank you for your attendance. We're going to provide the answers to your questions to the panel. I think that's outstanding. So have a great evening, what's left of it. Thank you.
Thank you.